I'll seek your assistance for that. I mean, why should a consumer care whether the IUC is 15 paise or it's 50 paise? I mean, from a consumer's point of view, why should they bother with this? I mean, this is between telcos. You sort it out.
Yeah, so theoretically, a consumer should not care less if it was higher or lower, and he should not even worry about what the IUC charges are. But the fact is that consumer cannot be isolated from the issues of the industry, because eventually to have a database network is a reality in everybody's life and is a catalyst for improving productivity and improving international competitiveness for individuals and for businesses alike. Therefore, the consumer cannot be isolated. If the services are not up to the mark, if the operators are unable to sustain the levels of service, if they are unable to invest back into latest technologies and consumer experience, it's the consumer who will suffer. So it's very difficult to segregate that. You see, India has a big dilemma right now. The dilemma is, on one side, as my colleague said, that the technology has taken a big leap. From a TDM-based technology, circuit switch-based switching, we have moved on to complete IP networks, and VoLTE has become a reality.
Right.
And therefore, the costs have shrunk on electronics and producing a minute, because packet is much cheaper to produce in terms of voice calls, right? Now, given that on one side, there's a big benefit. But the negative part of what the industry is lumped with is that India is a country where 5 megs of spectrum in an auction costs $3 billion. Now, you have to, level that out somewhere to say, if the spectrum is going to be priced at that level, how do we make it viable for the consumer not to be involved in any spat of IUC? Now, that's a very difficult question. I think the golden mean lies somewhere in between. But I also agree that to demand at this stage to say the rate should go up for IUC probably is not fair from the progression of the industry going forward.
Okay, so you agree with what Mr. Sinha is saying, that the